Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet. And I'm just home from work and I was just scrolling through the fishing games and I saw that the developers of Fishing Planet just put up a developer Diaries news. And it's about a new area, so I was really excited about it because I didn't expect this, because there is a lot of trouble in Ukraine. A part of the company of this fishing game is in Kiev because they are Ukrainian. Another part is in America. So it seems that they kept working. So most of the time, if we get the diaries, I think in the past it's 4 to 6 weeks, and then we get the new area live. But of course, it depends a lot on the testing and other stuff too. So what did I saw? I saw that on the fish already, that they are not going to get bigger than the Nile perch. So I'm not really sure that we are going to go from level 80 to 85. I hope at some point it stops. Because I just leveled previous week to level 80. So that's how long it took for me. But I didn't went for the leveling. I just fished around for what I want to fish. But you guys can see it's a Selenge river in Mongolia. I was really surprised because if I think about Mongolia, I think about small horses, but I never thought that you can fish over there because I thought it was like desert everywhere over there, but it seems that you can fish over there. And I see a lot of fish species that I already saw in other fishing games, so I didn't saw really a new fish that I never saw in a fishing game, but it's really cool. So it's going to be a river once again. So I think that in the Congo it was a river too, if I'm not mistaken. So hello anglers, we haven't brought you a new location for a while now, but we have been working hard and are ready to present a wonderful gift for you. It's time for you to witness the result of the long work of the whole team. Our new location, the Selenge river in Mongolia. So you guys can see it's a river. So it's going to be fast floating, but you got deep holes too in the river. You can read it here. So 7-meter hole. That's not really very deep, but most of the time it's 3 to 4 meters. So I thought right away fly fishing, but then I saw the species and I'm not really sure there is really a fly fishing species in it. Maybe the lenok or something. I think that's a kind of trout, if I remember right. But you can see it here. The shores are mostly clay and sandy, although pebbles and can sometimes be found. The places for fishing are surprisingly diverse, full of life and unique flair. So here you can already see the small horses that I talk about. So if you can see this, I like that wildlife around it in the Congo. I like that a lot with the hippos, with the buffaloes. Crocodiles, I think, was over there too. So here in the Interfleuve, you can find a fishing camp popular with locals. So you see here, this is one of the packs probably, the fishing camp. Then the next one is the west bank of the Selengi. Here you find the traditional camp. There are even camels in Mongolia. I didn't even know that either, but yeah. I always thought the desert, so you need to have camels, but this doesn't look like a desert. So you can see it here. Then the next one, at the foot of a low hill, you can feel the spirit. So you can see here like kind of totems, I think that they are. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we got the fourth peg. So here we got like farm ground, it seems. So that's really cool. So I think we are only going to get 4 or 5 packs, but if the wildlife is like this, I like that a lot. And now to the most important, guys, because this is a little bit the scenery that you can see here, the species that we got here. So there are a lot of fish that I already know. I know all of them, but here you can see the Selenge teams with fish in addition to the usual pike and burbot. That's really cool, because what is good about pike, they pay really good money, and I'm not really sure how big they can become here, but most of the time in Asia we got very big fish. So I'm very happy with the pike. The burbot I'm not really a fan of, because we only got it now in white moose, the burbot, but I don't think that anybody ever fish for them. But the pike, I like pike. That's not really a problem. That's like maybe a new Michigan that we are going to get 2.0 or something. Its waters are home to many unique cold-loving fish, such as Arctic grayling. That's a very beautiful fish. I already caught it in another game. Humpback whitefish. They can become very big too. So I think that you need to think about unique 10 kilograms for sure. It's not a predator fish. So what works, larvas work for them really well. So it's not going to be a very bad fish. And the whitefish in Moose Lake pays really well too. So maybe that can be a really good money farm too. If it is, of course, not an end game like 85, because on that moment you got more than money enough. Then we got the Lennox. The Lennox, I think that the Lennox is a kind of trout. If I'm not mistaken, I think in Russian Fishing 4, the Lennox looks a little bit like a hybrid trout or something, I think. And then the Bakel Umul, that is once again, I think, a whitefish. It looks like a whitefish, but more a predator whitefish, I think, because we fish on the Umul with like crayfish, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's more predator-orientated, that fish. And then to talk about the last fish, and you guys can already see it, the guys that played Russian Fishing 4, this is a taimen. And the taimen, I didn't even know. We are talking about the king of salmon. I think it's a hybrid. I don't think it's purely salmon. I always thought it was a hybrid. But what is so good about the taimen is ridiculously strong. It's a very strong fish. I think even that they are protected, the taimen, if I'm not mistaken. So I hope that they are not doing the same as with the beluga in Aktuba, that we cannot sell it. But I don't think so, because what is the purpose of a taimen if you cannot make money of it? But you guys can see it goes to 60 kilograms, so that's only the half of the unique Nile perch. Therefore, I think all the fish here are smaller, so it's possible it's not going to be a level 85 lake. Therefore, I'm thinking that. But this is going to be a very nice fish. You need to remember, if you think about very predator fish, I think about muskie in Michigan. And this is going to give the same fight, I think, this fish. And I like that. I like that a lot. It's going to be a very big fighting fish. And it's a beautiful fish too. So, of course, in order to deal with such unique underwater dwellers, you will need some new lures and baits. What I see too, before I forgot, I don't think that we are going to get new gear. It's possible that we get new gear, because I already told you guys the taimen is a very strong fish. But how are they going to do that? Because there is one major problem in this game, that is that most of the time you make a setup for a weight of a fish and not the strength of a fish. That's the problem. So it can be a very strong fish, but are we going to fish with 100 kilogram new rod on it? I don't see that happening, so therefore I don't think we are going to get new gear. I don't think that. Maybe lower level gear, that's possible. So like, or lower kilogram gear, like a new nice casting setup that can handle the taimen, like 60, 70 kilogram on the test. That's a possibility. But I don't think that they are going to throw it around, that we suddenly need to go like double or even triple on the test of a rod to get a fish in. I don't think that. It's possible, but I will doubt it. So you guys can see here, so our collection of surface lures, so that is, you can say it's stop water lures, but they are not in the category of like poppers or walkers, what we are going to see here. So with mini cranks, ideal for catching predators who prefer to hunt in surface water. So you got the mouse. I already fished with the mouse in Russian Fishing 4. It's very cool. I like it a lot. They are very big. You need to think about, I think, lures 100-150 gram. They are like massive. And now I see that probably we are going to get a new spinning setup for those mouses. Because I think that now the biggest spinning setup is 84 gram or something, and this is possible going to be higher. So fingers crossed, maybe we get some nice spinning setup. I like it, new setups, a new gear. So we need to see. And then this is for the tame and the mouse, and then as well as Lennox and Grayling. And what is this, by the way? They are not saying that. Is it just a mini crank, this one? It looks cool. So the Lennox and the Grayling are going to take the mouse too, but I would be really surprised that there is not something better for Lennox and Grayling. I would think more like spoons, just simple spools, like a single spoon or something. That I think that's going to be more. A mouse is purely tame, very aggressive fish and very strong fish. The new baits will include curd dough, oat flakes, bark beetle larva, boiled red roe, Eurasian minnow, Eurasian. That's very funny, because the Russians, they want to make a Eurasian empire at the moment. So that's really cool. And side swimmers, which will drive Bekal Omul crazy. I told you guys it. The Bekal Omul is like more a predator fish. But that's really cool. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new baits in here. We got 4 of them. So this is the roe. This is the dark beetle larva, oat flakes. And this is probably... I'm not sure. Is this the minnow? It's possible. So really cool, guys. So I can say that I'm excited. There is still a lot of things that we need to know, but I think in this and 2 or 3 or 4 weeks we know a little bit more, because then probably the testing is going to start. And yeah, it's going to be a fun lake. I'm already looking forward to it. It looks a little bit like Michigan 2 with the pike. And yeah, the taming is very cool. I hope that with the current, not that deep, very clear water, then you got the Taman and he's going to fight like hell. It's going to be a very beautiful sight, I think. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun. Bye bye.